Welcome to Liverpool fans. Today we've got the latest updates of your beloved club Liverpool. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of breaking news. Let's get started. Liverpool find themselves navigating a difficult period in both performance and planning, as the club looks to address glaring gaps in their squad. After a frustrating 1-1 draw against Burnley at Anfield, the urgency to make meaningful changes has never been clearer. This result underscored the ongoing issues with the current team, highlighting weaknesses in attack, defence and squad depth that have hampered Arne Slot's side this season. The frustration is shared widely among fans, players and club leadership alike, and it has intensified speculation regarding potential transfer moves in the coming months. One area where Liverpool are actively seeking reinforcements is on the wings, particularly following the departure of Luis Diaz. The Colombian's exit left a void in both pace and dynamism, and the club's reliance on the young Ryan Guma has so far failed to provide the consistency needed in the Premier League. Slot has rarely turned to the teenager, signalling that more experienced reinforcements will be required. Among the top targets, Bradley Barcola of PSG has long been linked with Liverpool. Barcola's situation at Paris Saint-Germain has been uncertain for over a year, especially following the arrival of Khvichak Kvaratskhelia, which limited his opportunities. Recent developments suggest that PSG are prepared to allow Barcola to leave, with the club securing Dro Fernandes from Barcelona, a move that would likely shift Barcola further up the priority list for a transfer. This opens a path for Liverpool to push through negotiations and potentially bring the Frenchman to Anfield, fulfilling a long-term desire for a player who can provide pace, creativity and goals from the wide areas. In addition to Barcola, Liverpool's scouting focus has been drawn toward Michael Oise at Bayern Munich. The 24-year-old has emerged as one of Europe's most productive wingers, registering exceptional goal contributions in both the Bundesliga and Champions League. Oise combines technical ability, dribbling, vision, and a goal-scoring threat, which would add an immediate spark to Liverpool's attacking options. Crucially, his previous experience in the Premier League at Reading and Crystal Palace ensures a smooth adaptation to life on Merseyside, removing concerns over language or cultural barriers that often accompany continental transfers. Despite the potential cost, expected to exceed $80 million, the Reds could view Oise as a long-term solution to the shortcomings exposed by Diaz's departure and Salah's declining influence in wide positions. Liverpool are also monitoring the progress of younger talents, such as Yandi Diamand of RB Leipzig. The 19-year-old Ivory Coast forward has made a rapid impression in Germany, already producing 10 goal contributions in 16 appearances this season. Leipzig's chairman has acknowledged the financial pressures that may force the club to sell, highlighting Liverpool as one of several English clubs tracking Diamand. The forward has publicly expressed a desire to play for Liverpool, reinforcing the club's position in potential negotiations for a player capable of developing into a key contributor in the attacking line over the coming years. While a move in January appears unlikely, the summer window presents a clear opportunity to secure the talent, ensuring the squad is prepared for both immediate and long-term needs. Defensive reinforcements remain another priority. The failure to secure Marc Guehi in the summer has left Liverpool with gaps at centre-back, particularly as Ibrahim Konate's contract situation adds further uncertainty. Tottenham's Mickey van Deven has emerged as a potential target following his performances in the Premier League and the Bundesliga. Analysts and pundits have highlighted Van Deven as ideally suited to Liverpool's style, particularly for a high defensive line that demands pace, intelligence and composure. After missing out on Guehi, securing Van Deven could stabilise the backline and provide Slot with the defensive solidity currently lacking. The combination of attacking and defensive needs reflects the broader challenge Liverpool face. Last summer's heavy investment of over $400 million has not translated into the anticipated cohesion on the pitch. The team struggles to combine new signings effectively, leaving gaps in both transitions and overall balance. Slot himself has acknowledged the frustration shared by supporters, emphasising the effort his players have made, but admitting that the result against Burnley highlights the work still required. Despite this, the club appears focused on planning for the summer, aiming to address multiple weak points while maintaining competitiveness for the remainder of the season. Liverpool's recruitment strategy over the coming months is likely to be decisive in shaping the team's trajectory. Securing players like Barcola, Oise, or Diamand would provide immediate quality and potential long-term solutions, while Liverpool Football Club find themselves at a defining and deeply uncomfortable moment as pressure mounts relentlessly on head coach Arne Slot following a frustrating 1-1 draw against Burnley at Anfield. What should have been a routine home victory instead became another symbol of a season drifting off course, intensifying internal doubts and fueling serious discussions about a drastic change in leadership. With results stagnating and performances lacking conviction, Slot now appears to be on the brink, while Xabi Alonso has emerged as the club's dream successor should the axe fall. The draw with Burnley felt far heavier than a single dropped pair of points. Anfield, traditionally a place where Liverpool imposed themselves with authority, watched a struggling Burnley side absorb pressure, exploit familiar weaknesses, and leave with confidence intact. Liverpool dominated possession once again, but the control was sterile. Clear chances were rare, the tempo predictable, and the defensive structure alarmingly vulnerable whenever transitions occurred. At full time, the reaction from the stands said everything. The boos were unmistakable, followed by an uneasy silence that reflected a fan base rapidly losing patience. This result extended Liverpool's run to 4 consecutive draws in all competitions, a sequence that has severely damaged belief both inside and outside the club. For a team built on intensity, momentum, and emotional energy, repeated stalemates feel like defeats. The concern for Liverpool's hierarchy is not simply the accumulation of draws, but the patterns beneath them. The same issues surface week after week. The midfield often lacks balance and authority. The defensive line looks exposed when pressed. Attacking movements appear rigid, and substitutions frequently arrive too late or fail to alter the rhythm of matches. Arne Slot arrived with a reputation as a progressive and forward-thinking coach, admired for his attacking principles and structured build-up. However, the Premier League has proven an unforgiving environment. Opponents have learned how to neutralise Liverpool's approach, sitting compact, disrupting central areas, and daring Slot's side to find solutions they currently lack. More worryingly, Liverpool have shown little tactical flexibility when games slip away from them. Adjustments feel reactive rather than proactive, and confidence drains visibly as matches wear on. Behind the scenes, concerns are reportedly growing within the dressing room. While there is no suggestion of open conflict or rebellion, several senior players are believed to be privately questioning the clarity of the project and the long-term direction of the team. Liverpool currently look caught between identities, not defensively solid enough to control games, nor explosive enough to overwhelm opponents. That uncertainty has translated onto the pitch, where performances often appear hesitant, disjointed, and burdened by doubt. Initially, Liverpool's